That's how idiots pass. Yeah, no problem, man. It's all about picking a good line and just keep flowing. The Jeep crowds are so nice.
Have a good ride.
Thanks, man. No chupacabras or anything I need to worry about?
Nah, there's another group of Jeeps back about 2 miles.
Any other motorcycles?
No.
Slackers.
Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. It helps us out a lot and it helps build the channel. I'm super excited. Today I have the Royal Enfield Himalayan. I just picked it up yesterday. I'm gonna have it for about 2 months to go ride and test and see what this thing can do. Today I have planned, I'm gonna leave the house, head up to Julian, California, and we're gonna check out some abandoned gold mines, go exploring a little bit, and then we're gonna drop down to Ocotillo Wells, and if we have enough time, and we'll go see some gas domes. Should be a pretty epic day. The bike is in completely stock form today. It has street-based tires on there. The only thing I've added was giant loop zigzag handlebar bag, put a few things in there, and then the giant loop tail bag, little clamshell action, and that's it. Other than that, it's completely stock. Still has the rubbers and the foot pegs. We're all pressured up on the tires. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna air down at all. And let's go have some fun. All right, guys, today's video is sponsored by Tourmaster riding gear. They have a completely new line of ADV adventure riding gear. This is the ADV Lite jacket. And these are the ADV Lite pants. These things are super, super sick. They have deep pockets that start here to go down to there. Nice zippers on the sides to let in air. Here's another pocket. These will fit over motocross boots. The jacket has tons of vents. The arms zip off. There's a vent here, vent here, vent here. There's vents everywhere. This is awesome. And then the Sierra Peak gloves. These are so dang comfortable. They have the carbon fiber knuckles and goat skin, 4-year warranty on everything. You can't beat it. And this is light. They call it the ADV Lite gear. It's super light. And then they have some abrasion resistant material, which looks like it's been heat transferred onto here. Super nice. Check it out. Yeah, let's go. Let's ride. Yeah. This is a completely different bike from the 411. Unbelievable in every way. You know, it's a little sluggy in the low end, but once you get the RPMs up, this thing is really good. You can definitely control everything with the throttle. So yeah, I got some bits and pieces for this bike I'm gonna put on because I'm gonna do a little trip circuit. Send me some nice hand guards for this bike, and I'm have some giant loop coyote luggage I'm gonna put on here, and a nice little tail bag, and yeah, I'll be ready to camp, do an overnighter, rip out the Salton Sea, cut through the Des. Put this thing through the paces. Alright, so we're buzzing through the back hills of Julian. Came up from East San Diego, Ramona, California. And a little birdie told me there are some abandoned equipment sheds in these abandoned gold mines. So see if we can get to them. And have some fun. Let's see, where's the wind blocking? Right about there, right at my chest. This is like the world's tiniest little windscreen. I think I would go with a little bit bigger one. This is the same bike that Zach used over at Revzilla. This is the same one. I got his. And it actually still smells like his cologne on here. I smell that Michael Jordan just seeping out of the seat. Sorry, Zach, for giving up your secret. So right now I'm going down, this is called Banner Grade. This is the back way to the desert, or the way off the mountain. If we do have time to go to Ocotillo, there's a nice straightaway. We can be able to open this thing up. See how fast we can go before we hit death wobble. All right, let's do this. First off-road test. Later, man. This thing's fun. Even with the street tires. Let's see. Yeah. So I checked the preload before I left this morning. It was all the way in the lowest position. So I want to see how that does today. Yeah, this thing's so squirrely, huh? All right, D-Rock, if you're listening, you got to get your wife one of these. Get rid of the other Himalayan. She will have so much more fun on this. Because just the power alone will help you get out of situations where the other one kind of just chug-a-lug through everything. You can actually power your way through stuff a lot easier. Yeah, this is a fun little road. So basically, if I was to take this road all the way through, it would take me to Oriflame, and it will drop me down to Shelter Valley, which I don't think we're going to go that way. Unless there's another bike up here that's solo. I just don't want to do that section solo. I know I could, but you never know. Things happen. And all I brought today was a sandwich and some trail mix. So yeah, I should have took the little rubber grommets out of the pegs. But it's okay. All right, what are we getting into here? Haha. was a little technical little section. Such a great bike for exploring. It's so low to the ground, you feel like that, you know, you feel like you could do anything. And it just hums along. Definitely rocky. Wow. I could smell all the sage. Ah, it smells so good. Yeah, that was a good one. All right, I could see it down there. Right down there. All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm having a blast so far. I think the seat's a little too low for me, but it is adjustable, so I'm gonna adjust that. Put on the hand protection, foldable mirrors, and go do an overnighter somewhere. Huh, is that the way? There it is. All right, so there is the abandoned motorhome. Hey, the fan finally kicked on. Hey, you guys seen a puppy run through here? I could use that rim on my tractor. All right, let's go. Man, they gutted this thing. Water tanks are all out. Sink. Holy crap. What a shame. Allegros are good motorhomes too. Oh yeah, look at all this equipment. Sweet. I have never been back here, and I always drive past on the other road. First time I've heard the fan kick on, which is good. At least I know it works. This is insane. I have that same tractor. I wonder if the tranny's any good. Lots of glass, so we don't want to go near that. Lots of shotgun shells. Someone's having a blast out here. Oh boy. Look at all this equipment. So cool. There must be a beehive in here. Gotta go. Don't like bees. Looks like a little lathe over there, engine lathe. Yeah, there's definitely a beehive in there. Cool. Let's go down here. Oh, can you drive down and around? Let's find out. right, let's take a quick look over here. This is pretty sick. Some kind of compressor of some sorts. This is the building with all the bees. I'm gonna take a quick look. We'll just leave the bees alone. They'll leave us alone. All right, let's go inside. Yeah, look at this place. This old pumping equipment. Some kind of generator. Some hydraulic pump right here. Pretty badass. I don't want to walk by those bees, so let's see if we can cut through here without getting attacked by somebody or something. Yeah, someone's got quite the setup in here. Nice couch. Upstairs loft. Nice big table right here. Got barbecue going. Got some booze. Yeah. If you ain't got nothing to do some web surfing. Got a little podium for giving speeches. Look at this whole bar right here, man. This is really cool. Pretty cool in here. All right. The nickel tour's over. Well, it's about 12:30. It looks like we have enough time to drop down into the desert. So I'm gonna finish this sandwich and we're gonna head on down. It's gonna be fun. A lot of history. Brought to you by the Himalayan. Or as Brock Gill would say, let's ride. ABS is on. I better turn that sucker off. Woo-wee! This is a rocky road. Yo, Heisenberg! Doop! This thing takes it, man. Showa. Don't you know her? Really good. Really good forks. Let's take the high side. Prop, prop. Okay. We are almost at the bottom. Oh, I had to use that brake. Sorry for the squeaky. What the heck? Someone shut the gate. Well, it wasn't closed. It's locked too. Well, that ain't cool. Let's take a look. This is the way I came up, and that gate was not locked. And it's freaking not locked. Thank God. Watch it there, buddy. Alright, let's go make it look locked again. Leave it in its original condition. so far, street tires are hacking it. But I did bring extra tube. But I didn't bring tire irons like a dummy. Well, that could be a problem. Oh well. Alright, let's get behind this Tesla. I love Teslas. Stormtroopers. Alright, so up here is the infamous straightaway. So we'll be able to get a reading on the speed. Now, we are in Mexico, so this is a closed course. And there's no rules in Mexico. So let's see how fast we go. Even this Tesla's from Mexico. It's a Revzilla. Alright Tesla, I'm in performance mode. Better watch out. Man, those Teslas are nice. Whoever designed and engineered those things, they're awesome. Okay, here we go. I don't know if that's a cop up there, so I'm gonna go slow. Dang it. I don't want a ticket. Nope, not a cop. But these guys are moving. Alright, let's do this. What do we got? What do we got? Sorry about the wind. Up. Alright, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I think I got like up to 90. Not too shabby. But it is super windy. Whee! Yeah. Let's see what we can see at the top, and we can try one more time. I see one car. Let's go. Let's do 100. Woohoo! 100. Yeah. You know what? Even though we hit 100 and we're in Mexico, this thing had no issues, no wobble. It was so planted. That's insane. That is insane. It did move my mirror. That's funny. These tires do good for whatever they are. They're not a name brand. Well, maybe they're a name in India. But they're not Dunlops or Pirellis. Alright guys, I am out here in Ocotillo Wells and I'm going to attempt a free ride across this. People do camp out here, so there are some campsites and there are some rideable roads. I'm going to try to stay off the rideable roads as much as I can, but I will have to hit a couple to get to Gas Dome. So this is going to be super fun. I can't wait. Alright, time to get our moto cardio. Yeah, definitely see where the water was running through here. from that big old rain we just had. Boom. Freestyling. Let's see, yeah. So we're going east. We're going to cut through a road called Kahia. And there's a little freeway, dirt way we can hop on. But yeah, this is all my tracks right here, no one else's. Free riding. Sandy, it's rocky. Whoa, it's sandy. These old stock street tires are doing okay. Here's some trails, but I'm gonna stay off of them. We should be coming up to a sand wash up here called San Felipe Wash. We'll cross it in like 2 or 3 different spots because it's definitely its own ecosystem. Well, that is some deep sand right there. But this bike just cut through it. Here's a little trail. I guess we'll go on this one. For a second. Let's see what we got over here. Woohoo! All right. Here's our first sand wash. We're just going to cut straight across it. And we'll go up over there, make sure no buggies are coming. Uh-oh. It looks sick. Haha, no problem. Scared you. So right now we're riding in parallel with the wash. This is some deep ass sand right here. This is like beach sand. So I'm just keeping my RPMs up. I'm back on the seat. Oh, yeah. Woo, doggy, that was slippery. All right, cool. Well, we made it through that section, that challenge. These are some big whoops. Hey, there's some more sand over there. Should we hit it? Let's try. Yeah. Yeah, right through it. No problem. Cool, man. The Hemi continues to impress. Uh-oh, here's some really thick sand. You can hear the motor just working. Yeah, no problem, man. It's all about picking a good line and just keep flowing. Don't stop. And we're out of that. That was fun. Sweating, but it was fun. This looks like fun. And in case some of you were wondering, we do have bathrooms in our deserts too, because there aren't enough trees. So we put bathrooms. You know, that's how we roll. There's our map. We are just about there, baby. It was a long day. We made it, baby. Gas dome. This is awesome. Let's go take a look at the bubbles real quick. Oh yeah, they're active today. Look at that. That's awesome. And in the distance is Salton Sea. You can't probably see it with the camera, but I can see it. All right, let's go find a place to chill. All right, guys, it's like 90 degrees out here and I'm about ready to tap out. Yeah, so I just got done over at Gas Dome, and my first impression of this bike is it's super fun, it's playful. It can handle just about anything. As you can see, it has street bike tires, and I've done all this desert. The gearbox shifts nicely. The brakes work killer, except for the back brake squeaks a little bit. Thanks, Zach Quartz. But other than that, the fuel range has been good. I haven't hit half tank yet. I think I have about 100 miles on it. Yeah, I'm about ready to get back though. I'm hot and I'm gonna slab home and have a good meal. But I appreciate you guys going on the ride with me. And there'll be more to come. I'm gonna put some accessories on here, and we're gonna take it out and do some more stuff on it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. The like button is important because it pushes it up in algorithms and it really helps the channel out a lot. So thank you so much. Stay safe on the trail. Peace.